losing weight, in fact, is really overwhelming because of all the different diets that there are out there. There's the carb diet, the no carb diet, the protein diet, the vegetarian diet, the vegan diet, gluten-free, whatever else there is, and it's really overwhelming. So a lot of people, they see all that information on the internet and they just throw in the towel. So I just want you guys to know how proud I am of you, first of all, for being here and not throwing in the towel and giving up, because all those reasons right there are why most people give up on their journey. So in this group, we're really going to dive into the healthiest and the right way to lose weight and body fat without having to count all kinds of calories. Because, I mean, even if you do count calories, it might not be that accurate, because when you're counting calories, you physically have to count every single bite that goes into your mouth and measure every little thing. And it's just really, I mean, I counted calories for a little while and I got frustrated and overwhelmed, and I was always looking at my MyFitnessPal and trying to like see how many calories I had left for the day and then save my calories so then I would get hangry, you know, that combination of hungry and angry, and get cranky and just throw in the towel. And I finally have found a way that I can lose body fat without losing muscle and water. I know a lot of you guys in this group are doing the 21-day fix, but there's also another way that you can use, there's another method that you can use if you either are out to dinner and don't have your containers, or you are at someone's house and don't know your portions, or if you just do another program and the 21-day fixed meal plan just won't work, such as the program I'm doing right now. So normally you're going to want to have to think of, you're going to have to stick between 1,200 to 1,500 calories, possibly more, depending on your goals and your body composition. But there's so many variables. It just depends on your body type and your height and weight and your body composition. It just really depends on whatever you want to do. So I'm going to share with you how you can use your hand to measure your meals. So first of all, in this group, you're going to want to eat 5 to 6 meals a day. Each meal ranging between 300 to 350 calories, possibly even 400, just like I said, depending on your goals. And you're going to have breakfast 1, breakfast 2, lunch 1, lunch 2, dinner, and then snack. So real quick, let's talk about some food groups. Let's talk about protein. Protein should be about the palm of your hand and about the thickness of a deck of cards. So, yeah, I didn't draw that big enough. That's okay. I have a small palm, so to me, if it's a little bigger than my palm, I'm okay with that, but it's about the thickness of a deck of cards. So about, that's the size of the, somewhere in the middle of those two circles. I'm not an artist, by the way. So in there, you're going to want to have your chicken, your fish, eggs, steak, probably like once a week for the steak, deli low sodium turkey, and you can even do a can of tuna. That's a really easy one to put in there for your fish, so you can have that, but that's really easy. These are all lean white proteins, so about that size right there. You guys are probably thinking, okay, what about my carbs? So your carbs, take your hand, make it into a fist. This should be about the size of your carbohydrate. Carbs kind of get a bad rap. I mean, but they're really not bad if you're eating the right ones. You need carbs for energy, to fuel up for your workout, and to help your muscles repair after your workout. So what a serving size is about 1 cup, which is about your fist, and you want to make sure these are complex carbohydrates. The difference between complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates is the complex carbohydrates, they slowly add glucose to your bloodstream, so you have energy all day long. If you are having a simple carbohydrate, your blood sugar releases insulin and it starts to spike, at which point you get a sugar crash. But if you don't utilize this energy up here, if when your body does a spike, if you don't utilize that energy, your body converts it to sugar and then it converts it to fat. So we really don't want that. And plus we want to have a nice streamline of energy. We don't want a high and then a crash. It's not fun. So examples of complex carbohydrates, which are about the size of your fist, probably even, you know, a little smaller than your protein. You're going to want to have fruit, starchy veggies such as sweet potato, baked potato. I might stay away from white potato, except for like maybe once or twice a week. Try and go towards sweet potato. It's got a higher nutritional value. Pumpkin, squash, butternut squash, those things are starchy veggies. And also in that category are your grains. So your pastas, your quinoa, your brown rice, your couscous, those are all in that category also. For this, and if you're doing the 21 Day Fix, you might find that this is your yellow container, but it also could be your purple container. So it just kind of depends. But for me personally, I try and choose a starchy veggie before I try and choose the grain, simply because of the nutritional density. I want to have the most bang for my buck. So, sure, a couple times a week I'll have quinoa or oats or brown rice with my chicken and veggies, but I like to try and do like sweet potatoes or some kind of starchy veggie there. The next thing is your veggies. Yay! And when I say veggies, I don't mean potatoes, guys. I mean green veggies, orange veggies, red veggies like tomatoes. The deeper in color, the better. So I'm talking zucchini, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, green beans. Those are all veggies, and you can even, make a salad with it, mix it in some cucumber, some romaine lettuce, some tomatoes, and that's awesome. But with that, you have to be careful with your dressing. So how many veggies can you eat? Take your hands, spread them out wide. Those are unlimited, and I absolutely love to eat as much as I can. So I like to put half of my plate as veggies. The next thing that we're going to talk about is good, healthy fat. If you're doing the 21 Day Fix, this is your blue container. I believe the serving size of a blue container is about a third of a cup. But with that, you're going to, with one of your meals a day, you're going to want to add some good healthy fats. So some natural peanut butter. I like Smucker's Natural because the only thing in there is peanuts. There's no added sugar. Avocado, almonds, maybe even some shredded cheese, just a little bit to go on top of something. With one to two meals a day, again, depending on your goals and your calorie count, that's what we want to stick with. So many people see that things are fat and they steer clear of it because they think of the body fat that they have, and that's just not the case. We need fat to burn fat. We need fat to help us feel sustained. We need fat to help us not have cravings. So this is, and make sure that you're sticking with your omega-3 fatty acids. Excuse me. So this is what 5 to 6 meals a day should look like. And I know you're probably looking at me like now going, oh my God, you crazy lady. I can't spend all day making 5 to 6 meals a day. I would be in the kitchen cooking and cleaning all day, and that's just not sustainable. And you are absolutely right. So I want to share with you some tips on how to make this easier. Every Sunday or Saturday evening, with or without fail, I do meal prep. Prep 7 pieces of chicken. Prep a batch of hard-boiled eggs. or egg whites, 7 pieces of fish, just something that will help you to stay full and have everything individually wrapped in either plastic baggies or Tupperware at eye level in the fridge, ready to go, grab and go for the whole week. Have your potatoes pre-cooked and your veggies chopped, washed, and cooked. In fact, one of my favorite things is those steamables. I like to get the broccoli florets with cauliflower and carrots mixed in a bag. Get like 4 of those, and they're just frozen veggies, and I just heat them up for 5 minutes, and that's my veggie for the day. So that there's ways that you can make this easier. And guys, I know that you're also thinking that this is a lot and you're going to have to do this 5 to 6 times a day, but this is another reason that I love Shakeology, because if you were to count the macronutrients, and when I say macronutrients, that pretty much means the amount of fat, carbohydrates, and protein in something in percentages and in grams, the Shakeology matches this amount for it. So it's got this covered for you. It's a perfectly balanced meal. That's why it's more than a protein shake. It's an actual health shake that replaces a meal because it's got all these components, all of these macronutrients. That should land you between 200 and 350 calories depending on what you add to it and what meal you eat it for. So what are some examples of meals that you could have like this? Let's see. I would think you could do 2 hard-boiled eggs, an apple, and some carrots. That would be a perfectly balanced meal. Another one is a can of tuna sprinkled with a little bit of salt and pepper and some lemon juice, topped with a little bit of avocado for healthy fat, with half of a sweet potato sprinkled with some cinnamon and some carrots. My new BFF I find at Publix or GNC are Quest bars. They are the cleanest protein bar that you can find, or that I have found, and they have a high protein count and a low carb and sugar count. And you can get them at GNC or Publix. I think sometimes at Publix you can get them 2 for $5. GNC, they're probably like $2.35 for one. So because of the price, I typically don't eat them every day. But you can bet your hiney that I have one in my purse if I'm out and about and I'm not swinging through a fast food place. There's one in my purse. Oh, and the Quest bars also have the best macronutrient ratio. So what's up with meal number 6? Meal number 6 is your just-in-case meal. Just in case you did your workout, you drank your gallon of water, and you've eaten enough, and you've eaten dinner, and you've already eaten everything that you're supposed to eat, then you're still hungry at night. Then you need to be able to have something to help your brain know that, hey, I am full. So a good late night snack that I like is berries, because berries have a lower sugar content. You could also do an apple, but that has a higher fructose content, so you don't want your body working harder at night than it has to. So I prefer berries later at night if I'm going for this option, but maybe berries and some almonds, or an apple and a teaspoon of peanut butter. Maybe a piece of deli turkey. Again, fold it up, put it in your hand, make sure it's the size of your palm, but the size of the deli turkey. Also some peanut butter, maybe just a tablespoon, just to let your body know, hey, yeah, I am full. So those are some tips that I have to make this a little bit easier. So I know that was a lot of information that I've just given you guys, and I'm really sorry if it overwhelmed you. You can go back and watch this video and take notes, or you can ask questions. Go ahead and comment below if you have any questions, or you can send me a message, or you can email me at coachkelseyWilliams@gmail.com if you have any questions about the information that I just gave you. Again, I know that the 21-day fix covers a lot of that stuff, but we do have some people in here that are not doing the 21-day fix. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. Happy Meal Prep Sunday, and I cannot wait to get started on Monday. I'm so excited. All right, guys, bye.